Hello and welcome everybody to episode 5 of the podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Noé.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering topical news and deep dives into your favorite and unknown comic books, movies, games, and more weekly. We appreciate you tuning in and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
My lips are real chapped. I'm talking about Inuyasha today. Stick around. Lip fucking chapped as fuck. Like I've been eating booty hole all day. Go ahead.
But before we do, like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get some top news out of the way before we dive into Inuyasha. Top story number 1. Toy Story 5 is on the way.
Holy fucking shit. How many more fucking Toy Stories do I have to go through in this one lifetime?
Along with Frozen 3.
Uh-huh.
Zootopia 2.
Jesus.
And Inside Out 2.
Inside Out. Is that a porno? What is Inside Out? Oh, is that the one with the little, like, the little...
The emotions?
Yeah, okay. Oh, boy. There probably is a porno of Inside... Oh, man. Just ruined my own thought.
You ruined the little kid show.
I just ruined, for myself, actually. Like, oh, man. Please don't look. There's certain stuff, like, that just shouldn't be porn for it. Like, I don't want to see porn of The Walking Dead. I'm going to fuck that zombie. And we're going to get out of here. I'm like, oh, God.
Nobody. There are a lot of things that shouldn't have a Rule 34.
And I'm pretty sure
but there is.
Everything has a Rule 34. You like fucking tires? Well, here you go.
I'm sure there's even some worse ones out there that we don't need to know about.
Oh, boy, probably.
So, what do you think about the Toy Story coming out then?
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Are they actually making a good movie because they have something good to say? Or are they just milking the franchise of Toy Story?
It is Disney, so they're probably milking it.
Because I thought, like, 3 was like, 3, they finally finished the trilogy. They left on a high note. It's a fucking classic. Mm-hmm. Then they brought out 4, and I'm like, all right, it's a little stretch, but it's still a good story.
Yeah.
But now 5? Be like, Indiana Jones is like 93 years old. They're making another Indiana Jones movie.
I get, like, I get for... Zootopia and Inside Out. It's just a sequel.
It's new,
so that kind of... But even Frozen 3, do you know how many parents are going to kill themselves when they have to listen to another Frozen soundtrack?
It's like there's always like there's always that new Disney animated movie that comes. I think Disney knows that when they bring a banger of a song, like they had the one for that Bruno song. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something talk about Bruno or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or the musical for that movie. What was that movie called? They were like trapped in like some town, a bunch of Hispanic people, and right, and they all had all the family.
Are you talking about Coco?
Coco.
Isn't that Disney?
Yeah, but that wasn't that little kid that went to hell, or the afterlife.
The afterlife.
Like, what the fuck happened to you? I can't remember the name for it was that, but it was like for the longest time that song was like in everyone's brain.
Yeah.
People are losing their fucking minds.
It's almost like Baby Shark.
Yeah. Well, Baby Shark is like the #1 viewed thing ever on YouTube.
Coco Melon is so annoying. The sad thing is even if you don't watch it, it comes up in recommendations every once in a while. And it's like, I don't watch toddler shows. Like,
it's weird. You know what I get recommended for on YouTube? Like, you want these two guys slap the shit out of each other? Recommended for you. I'm like, well, I've been watching video game trailers all day. Why the fuck? Yeah, I'll watch them slap the shit out of each other though. So
because it's viral, it's going to grab your attention.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Number 2, Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1 is scheduled for March 1st, and Part 2 is scheduled for later this year. So all the people that love Attack on Titan coming to an end.
Pretty much everybody. The ending of season 4, man. Especially like finding out, like this Attack on Titan in general is like just a banger of an anime. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculously good. I caught up because my cousins kept talking about it all the time, and I'm like, let me knock this through in one day, 1 week, and I'm like, I'm watching it, and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder, but better and better. And then before you know it, like I'm standing there, about to go listen to some captain give a speech about giving your life up for the greater good. I'm like, let's fucking go then.
Gave you a little bit of encouragement here.
Like, my soldiers do not yield. Oh man, his name is Irwin, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
God, it's been so long since I've actually watched the show.
I gotta rewatch it before the new season drops, and then we'll see. Like, because I know the manga ending, right?
Yeah,
everybody does. But just to see it animated would be awesome. Maybe he'll put a twist to it. You never know.
Hey, at least they didn't change the entire story like Full Metal Alchemist. I mean,
Yeah, didn't they have to go back and make a whole nother one that followed the story?
and change the name to Brotherhood.
Yeah, and I had to watch a dog and a little girl get fucking fused 2 times. That's 2 times too many.
Do you know how many people that hit them in the heart when they've seen that?
That one, the Futurama episode, I can't ever watch again. Anything with animals pretty much freaks me out.
Yeah.
It seems so like gut wrenching.
Well, that is the only news that we have for today.
Yay. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get into Inuyasha.
Inuyasha. So it'll be like a 15-minute episode then. I don't remember a damn thing that happened. Okay, so Inuyasha. Michael's freaking out like this whole episode's gone off the rails. So, it I don't know. It came out like in 99 to 2004.
Yeah.
And when I was, in lower middle school, right? Like 6th, 7th grade, I would get home from school, and then like at 11 o'clock at night, it was like Monday through Friday on Adult Swim, I'd watch Inuyasha at the same time slot, and for like a year and a half, 2 years, and it would just be the same episodes cycled over and over and over and over and over again, and I would just keep watching them. I never stopped. Must have lost my damn mind because I just watched. How am I gonna watch the same episode 8 times? It full cycled out because I kept thinking like if I watch the same episodes, eventually the new episodes will unlock like a video game. But they never did.
No, they do that with a lot of shows on. It's annoying as hell.
I know it's done. I know they finished the series, and
Well, they do have a spinoff now
I heard of that.
of Inuyasha's daughter.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Is it Boruto?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about Boruto. It's just a disappointment.
Hope I'm not breathing because I remember the last I breathed into this mic like an asshole, and I hope finally I'm at the right level where I don't just keep coughing up air to your people's ears. I apologize if I do, but so you follow Inuyasha, the title character. Just he's got a red monk outfit on, no shoes, dog ears, and long white hair, and he's half demon, half human. His father was a powerful, like he was like the alpha demon, a dog demon, just super powerful. And the first episode starts. I feel like it's starting halfway through like an action movie that you missed, because like he's breaking into the village to steal this jewel. Because this jewel is so powerful, like if demons get a hold of it, it like amplifies their power to like an unbelievable degree. So he wants the jewel to turn himself into a full demon. And he had been in a relationship with the keeper of the jewel, Kikiro. I'm not gonna be able to say her name very well. So that they were like a couple, and I guess something happened between them, and I don't remember what. But so he's taking the jewel, and she's like, oh, "You ain't taking shit." She grabs a fucking arrow, and she fucking catches him with this magic arrow that just fucks him up, and it gets him knocked into a tree where he's like sealed to that tree. He can't. He's long lived, so he's just hanging by the tree. He's just hanging on a tree, and he's just unconscious for like 50 years. And Kikiro, she got injured somehow, and she dies. And she's like, make sure to burn this jewel with me so no demon can have it. And, her little sister's there. And she's like, oh, my big sister's dying. And then, so then it cuts to present day Tokyo at the time, or whatever country, or not, whatever city they were in.
I think it is Tokyo.
And you follow Kagome, the main protagonist. This girl is, how do I put this? She is 100% always either butt naked, or she's in a schoolgirl uniform. there's only been a couple times she was wearing something else, and she's only 15.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're gonna make a female character young, just cut it off at 18. You don't have to go any further down. I don't understand why they always go like, oh, she's 13 years old.
Always.
And I'm like,
Like
what?
even Naruto was that young.
Yeah, but there was no like sexual overtones like they have with like.
Do you remember Jiraiya?
He wasn't into little kids.
Nobody wanted Naruto to turn into that sexy jutsu.
Yeah, but no one talks about Jiraiya's a legend. just ignore some stuff.
Just kind of gloss over
You just got throw it under the rug. And so I'm condemning and condoning at the same time, aren't I?
It's fine. It's fine.
So she's about to go to school, and her little brother's about to go into this old temple building that they live in, some monastery with their grandpa and their mom. And he's like, he's about to go in there with a bunch of food because he's trying to find the cat he thinks it went in there. And she's like, you're not allowed in there. But she goes in there to find the cat. And she at the very bottom of the little building is a well. And she goes down there. She finds the cat. And then some fucking demon just rips his hands up and just grabs her and drags her into the well. And she's like, they got this weird lesbian moment. So the demon is a female top. So it's 6 arms, like 4 eyes, I think. I can't remember. And no top, but she's topless, but she ain't got no nipples. So I'm like, what the fuck? and then the bottom is a fucking 100 foot goddamn centipede. Just endless. She was like an endless centipede. Just kept going on and on.
So it was human centipede.
It's like, oh god, it's a human centipede. Ain't that a bitch? So well, I guess she was a demon, so not really. Now that I think about it,
I'm saying technically.
I know. I'm so people don't be like that was a demon, damn it, not a human. But we're just joking around. So she's about to, because apparently Kagome is the reincarnated Kikiro. God, I can't say it. Her name it does not flow well in my mouth. And she has a jewel in her body, but she doesn't know that. The demon does. That's what reawoke the demon, because he was dead. And right as the demon's about to eat her or something, she throws her palm out like, bitch, boom! And pretty much. And it hit her with like a ray of the jewel. And she's like, oh, shit! So the demon disappears, and she wakes up in the well. Kagome does. And she's trying to yell at her brother, like, go get me a ladder or something. But he's gone. She thinks he ran off or something. And she climbs out the fucking well. And now she's in a forest in the middle of nowhere. And she's like, what the fuck? Basically, she traveled back in time. And she gets to the tree where Inuyasha is. He's just fucking laying there. He's been laying there for 50 years. He's just been hanging there. And he's got the arrow through his heart. So he's unconscious. And she sees him and she's like, I'm gonna grab those dog ears. So she fucking plays around with these dog ears for like a few seconds. I'm like, what? That's fucking pointless. And then she leaves. Or no, she doesn't leave. Then the fucking centipede demon's coming. Or no, what happened? See, this is what happened when I'm deep dive. I forget. I was just watching it randomly. Oh, so then the villagers come and they kind of like arrest her or whatever. They're like, yeah, you gotta stay away from Inuyasha. He's dangerous. Arrest her. They take her back to the village, and she meets the little girl who's now an old lady. And you can tell because the little girl had lost an eye during whatever happened at the beginning of the episode, and now she's got an eye patch. She's like I think her name is Tsunade, maybe, or it might think about Naruto now. I'm confusing.
You're thinking of the booba lady from Naruto.
I'm always thinking about some booby lady somewhere. Yeah. So anyway, this old lady, she tells her what's going on, and she realizes that Kagome is her reincarnated sister, and she's got the jewel. And then the fucking centipede lady attacks the whole village, and it's just fucking up everybody. And Kagome, instead of being a typical teenage girl freaking out, she's like, here's what I'll do. I'll lure this demon out of here. So follow me, demon. And the demon's like, bet. And she's fucking chasing after her. So all the villagers are like, oh, freaking out. Kagome is running. And she's like, I hope someone comes and saves me because she didn't really think out like if that demon catches her, she's fucked. So she ends up at the. So then they cut to Inuyasha, and he's like he feels like this pulsing, and he wakes up. He's like, I feel the jewel. And so Kagome ends up finally at the tree where Inuyasha is. And they talk, and the demon attacks, and the villagers try to save Kagome from the centipede monster. And Inuyasha finds out that, or he can smell or sense the jewel in her. And at one point, the centipede lady wraps around Kagome. She wraps her up against Inuyasha on the tree, just fucking squeezing them together. They're just like fucking a whole body, one on each other. And he's like, if you want to be saved, get this arrow out of me, and I'll take care of this demon. And so eventually the demon takes a bite out of Kagome, and she takes the jewel out of her. It was just in her body. And the demon eats the jewel, and she starts getting more powerful. I think that actually happened before they got pinned to the wall, to the tree. Fuck, I should have wrote all this shit down. Always prepare, people. So now they're pinned up against a tree. The demon's getting stronger from the jewel that she just ate. Kagome pulls the arrow out, and it kind of disappears in like a fucking... It's always pink, like mist or something, because the jewel's pink, and there's always a pulsing of the pink on Inuyasha, and it's everything like... It's any pulsation or anything with that, her powers is always pink.
Yeah.
So... Inuyasha, like just fucking like he's like, I'm free now, no problem. He uses his fucking attack, Iron Reaper Soul Stealer, fucking chops the lady into bits like it's nothing. So even with a power boost, she's done. And they have to find where the jewel is in her body. It's glowing, and then once they take it out of the demon's body, the demon just fucking turns to bones. She dies again. And Inuyasha, so he's a hero, but he's acting like a bad guy in this episode. He fucking takes a swipe at Kagome, almost kills her. Very first episode, almost fucking chops her head off. And the old lady, she's like, I got a plan. She takes this necklace, and she casts some spell, and the necklace goes from her hand and just reattaches onto Inuyasha's neck. And she tells Kagome to say a word, like a subjugation word or a submission word, and she fucking picks Sit Boy. So every time she says Sit Boy, he fucking splats to the ground like he's got hit by gravity, like 100%, like some Vegeta training.
Basically, the Sit Boy turns him into a simp boy.
Pretty much. When I watched it, when I first saw it, I didn't think much about it. Now that I resaw it a couple days ago, I'm like, what the this is the corniest shit I've ever seen. So now she's using Sit Boy. He keeps trying to get the jewel that had rolled onto a bridge. She says Sit Boy so much, he fucking crashes through the bridge and into the water. She takes the jewel, and they go back to the village, and episode 1 is done. So it's pretty much... the episode 1 and 2 are pretty much like the setup for the whole series.
Yeah.
Episode 2, she's still in the village. And she's like, she's real chill for not being able to get back home. I'd have been fucking losing my damn... They got no toilets. They got no TV. I'd have lost my fucking mind.
Think about it, though. If there's no toilets, there's no toilet paper.
Oh, man. Wiping my ass with my hand or some hay or something. God dang it.
Why did you...
I don't know.
Your mind went straight to your hand.
What else am I going to wipe my hand? They got no dude wipes back then. So...
Hey, Dude Wipes, he's really looking for a sponsor here, please.
Yeah, Dude Wipes. I wipe my ass every day with your wipes. They are phenomenal. If you want to sponsor us, me and Michael, we'll have the best commercials. Like, people, you need Dude Wipes in your life. So, at the end of episode 1, right, the old lady and Kagome are talking about the jewel, the demons, why they need it, blah, blah, blah. And then they look over. Kagome looks over like, so what are you still doing here? And you fucking Inuyasha's just chilling on the floor. Like, I'm just here for the jewel. I don't give a damn about any of you. So he went from trying to kill Kagome and steal the jewel, and now he's just chilling with them because he knows he can't stop her because he's just going to have her sit down. So he's kind of like an anti-hero early on.
Yeah.
So episode two starts, and there's this little crow demon with 3 eyes outside the house where Kagome is, because it can sense the jewel. Like, this is like catnip to demons. They're like, I need that fucking jewel. Inuyasha notices it and it swipes at it, but he misses, and the bird flies away. And the old woman told Kagome to not venture out of the village, because if you do, demons will be, drawn to you. And the first fucking thing she does, beginning of the episode, she's like, I'm gonna go outside, walk in the woods. Like, okay, yeah, you go ahead. So she walks out there. And
like, no, she doesn't take any of it into her mind and say, you know what, I really shouldn't be doing this
at all. She's just like, well, it's
the one-eyed lady just told me I shouldn't.
And then like, I'm gonna do it anyway. So she goes out there, and lo and behold, a bunch of bandits kidnap her. Oh, we got her. Let's take her back to the boss. So they fucking kidnap her. They take her back to their boss. Like, we got our boss. Fucking toss her on the ground. And their boss is like this 8-foot human. Like, he's just like a mountain of a man. He gets up like, all right, hold her still. They pick her up and they hold her. And he picks up his sword. He's like, I'm about to chop her in half. Get this jewel. He comes down on her. And he completely misses, and he kills the guy next to her. And the last words this poor bastard's like, why, boss? Why? Why me? And like, oh, my bad, bro. And he picks up the hammer, and he fucking swings at another one of them. So then all of a sudden, this giant's just swinging at everybody. And now the bandits are freaking out. And Kagome's freaking out. So they're all running around the room. They can't get out. At one point, he smashes into these pillars. And they crash into the opening like, we're trapped here. So Kagome's like, there's something really wrong with your boss. Have you guys not noticed he's acting really weird? And they're all freaking out, so they don't notice. And then at one point, they start calling her boss. They're like, what do we do, boss? And she's like, I'm not your boss. Like
they literally have no intelligence.
No,
and they just need somebody to tell them what to do.
That's 100% what happened. She's like, go smash that wall down so we can get out of here. They're like, oh, we got it, boss. And they fucking all smash into this wall. The wall doesn't budge. But it's a no-go, boss. We're dead here. And so Inuyasha, who had been following her for the jewel, busts through the wall, and he blocks a sword strike that was about to hit Kagome. And the sword completely shatters. Like, he's got no weapons, so he's just off his skin. And because he's half demon, he's really durable. Plus, he's like half demon to one of the most powerful demons ever. So he's like a notch above a regular half demon.
Yeah.
And a notch above normal demons, too. So they finally notice what's wrong with him. And his heart is a fucking hole. And that fucking bird, that raven, had burrowed itself into his fucking chest and took over and taken over his body. And it was pretty much trying to control him, but it's not doing. First of all, wouldn't you go to the brain? How the hell would the heart be the point that you go through?
Couldn't get through the skull.
I mean, he's just a dumb brick of a man, I guess. So he goes to his fucking chest. The bird. Inuyasha, I think he kills the guy. He disables the guy, or this fucking just rips him in shreds, and the bird escapes out the hole. And during the whole scuffle, Kagome had lost the jewel. First of all, why the fuck did she leave with the jewel? She should have just left it in the village.
In the village itself, yeah.
I don't. This is the stuff you don't notice when you first watch as a kid.
Yeah.
So the bird's like, "There's the jewel." Fucking picks it up and fucking dips. And Inuyasha's mad. He takes Kagome on his back, and he can fucking move. He's like enhanced speed and agility. So she's on his back. He's chasing after the bird. She's got a bow and arrow, and she's trying to shoot him down. Now the jewel had morphed the bird. It was like 20 times as big as what it was. It was like the size of a horse now, maybe bigger. And they're trying to take it out. And she keeps missing because she's a shit shot. And at one point, something happens. The bird falls in the water. I think Inuyasha hits it. The bird falls in the water, but it takes some little kid with him too. And it's like Kagome goes and saves the kid. Inuyasha's pissed because he wants the jewel. And the bird had lost one of its limbs. So after Kagome saves the kid, pulls the kid out, everyone's all happy. She takes the bird leg. No, that's what happened. Yes. So the bird took the kid for a snack. and Inuyasha had sliced it, and it completely destroyed the bird.
Yeah.
And it fell in the water with the kid. Instead of getting the jewel, Kagome went for the kid, saved the kid. The bird, because it still had the jewel in it, it fucking materialized or reanimated into itself. Like, it just, all the pieces reformed back together.
It coalesced back into itself, yeah.
And except for the foot. So when the bird jumped back out of the water to fly away, she grabbed the foot, tied it to the arrow and the bow, and, because the body was trying to reconnect itself, she fucking blasted it, and it just, poof, like a fucking Sonic, just boom. And it hits the bird directly where the jewel is, and it hits the bird, fucking explodes it just disintegrates, and the jewel fucking cracks, and like hundreds of pieces, boom, they fucking all over Japan. I'm like, well, fuck, you sure fucked that up, didn't you? Just fucking hundreds, like they're just just then that's the setup for the rest of the series. Their story engine for the show is for the characters to be looking for the shards to keep it away from demons.
And this all happened because she couldn't leave the damn thing in the village.
Because she couldn't just stay in the village. What the fuck you gotta go in the woods for?
Then get kidnapped, yeah.
So they find one shard, right? It's like, and you're actually like, what is that? It's like, I think you know what it is. And it's a shard of the jewel. And he's fucking livid. Like, I can imagine he was pissed. So now, that's it. Episode 1 and 2 is the setup for the entire series. Yeah. Yep. Now just, I'll probably watch a few more episodes and bring up some more next week. Probably a better than I did right now, because I don't remember. I didn't write down anything. I was going off my head. So that's why I was so... Meandering, yes. But it's a good show. But it's corny at times. Yes, it, boy.
Yeah. Some
weird ass fucking...
Well, I mean, you have a dog man, or dog boy, I should say. Sit.
They picked the...
Then again, it is a high school girl, too. So...
And she's 15, and like episode 3, she's like ass naked underwater. She's like, I gotta swim around. And I'm like, well, I can't just be 18.
You can't have a college age. Come on.
Yes, you can. What the fuck?
We're talking about anime here. That doesn't work that way.
They need to. They need to figure it out. They got all this. They got like the creepiest porn in the world, but like the lowest birth rate. They're like watching porn but not banging. So I don't understand. I'm just saying, if you're gonna make a female character,
so we need to add the more you know with Noi.
The more you know. I know a bunch of random stuff that you never want to hear again. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna keep her naked all the time or suggested sexual overtones between her and Inuyasha, at least make her, appropriate age.
I mean, okay, we are saying this about Inuyasha, right? What about Big Mouth?
Big Mouth?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The show that's on Netflix right now.
Oh, oh yeah, that is pretty. Yeah.
They have kids showing how to have sex with a pillow by warming up soup and putting it into Ziploc baggies into the pillow.
Hold on now.
And he's got a name for it, and he also imagines that it talks to him.
I gotta have a look at this.
Sound kind of shocked there.
Yeah, I'm kind of a bit taken aback. I guess I understand. Isn't Big Mouth supposed to be like a satire on education, sexual education? So they're trying to like actually teach while they make fun?
It's... I would consider it to be worse than that, though.
Oh.
Due to the fact that, yes, they don't have kids voicing the characters, but to me, I find it kind of creepy that they have adults voicing child characters, but the show's not for children.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It's kind of weird, in my opinion.
South Park's not for kids. But then again, they don't really do much sexual stuff. If they do, it's always just,
it's always usually Cartman number one. But
well, usually his mom,
the whore of the town. Yeah.
God dang.
Well, we'll have your review of that in a couple of weeks.
Of what? More South Park?
Big Mouth.
Oh, oh God! Yeah, I gotta watch Velma and I don't want to watch either of them. I'll have a look at them. So that's it for Inuyasha. Well, the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Episode 3, he fights some demon that uses hair as puppet strings. I don't know. I was half watching. I wasn't expecting because I couldn't figure out what to talk about today. I was running ragged, so I was just randomly watching Inuyasha. Good thing I didn't watch Neon Genesis. I'd have been like, man, I watched that shit again, and I still don't know what the fuck is happening. Oh, so I guess now it's time for Urban Dictionary.
What you got for us?
Let me see here what I got. Oh boy.
Oh dear God.
So okay, this
is the one part of the segment of the show that really scares me because I never know what is going to come out of his mouth.
You don't know what I'm gonna. Well, you don't know what the gold I can find sometimes.
This is the scary part. You ready?
So this is by Cookie Man 5000, uploaded by Cookie Man 5000 on December 14th, 2021. Spankafist. It's a fetish of being spanked or to spank those who practice pacifism.
What?
Yeah. Because it's violent but non-violent, right? Right. I think that's the whole point. I don't know. I found it funny. All right. So now we got uploaded by Cray1234.
Okay, so it should be Cray Cray then.
Cray Gray.
Cray Gray?
Yeah.
I thought you said Cray Cray.
I think I did, but I should be respectful. It's uploaded by Craig Gray 1234 on April 12th, 2021. Farg.
Farg?
Yeah, an STD symptom that causes warts and green pus on the end of the penis.
Oh God.
I never even heard of that. What could that even be?
Oh God.
What?
I don't know if I want to know.
I kind of want to know like the official, like is it gonorrhea or is it? I've never had an STD, so I'm lucky on that regard. This was uploaded by Shell/Alley on May 19, 2006. Tossing a taco salad. This is licking a dirty Mexican dude's asshole.
Oh God.
Now, being Mexican myself, I always use dude wipes to keep it clean. See? Dude wipes, you need us. I promise you, we will do you well. Your sales will go up like 15% once we start talking about dude wipes. I always got a clean asshole.
Oh, dear God.
So that's that. Little news, little TV, a little learning.
Little information that...
little too much information.
Most of us don't need.
Or want, for that matter.
All right. We thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you again later on this week.
And remember, if it's that nice, make sure to fuck it twice.
All right, guys. Bye.